So let's get started on telling you guys about the models, okay? I know that everybody thinks it's just rose gold and silver because everybody sees silver hair on my Instagram. But I want to show you guys that with mydentity color, we have beautiful natural colors as well, yeah? So we have brown beige, which is the BB series. Okay, we have a new lightener coming out called Stroke 7, right? Which is a rose clay balayage lightener. So how many of you guys tried Big 9? Raise your hand. Big 9 is our cream lightener that lifts up to 9 levels. And then we have Magnum 8, which is our lavender powder lightener that lifts up to 8 levels. You can create a hybrid by mixing them together, but I wanted something more. I wanted our clay lighter to be something special, right? So Stroke 7 is unique and it's coming real soon, all right? This is the first time here I ever talk about it on stage. In just a few months, we're gonna launch it, right? And you can mix it with Big 9 to create a stronger clay-based lightener, right? Can we pop up her before picture? Okay, no, her before. What? So there's her before. She's beautiful, right? But she needs some highlights popped in. So we use Stroke 7, and you can take a picture of it here, her formula, and let's go to her second slide, her in-between process. So we lifted her up there. We want to bring brightness up, and then I want to shadow it back down using 7 BB and 9 BB. Let me just kind of put her hair in the front here so you guys can see. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Right? So natural, so healthy. I believe that it should be seamless, right? No stripes. It almost looks like she's born with it, with just some shimmer through her fringe, and then all around, right? Do you guys like it? 7 BB, 9 BB, brown beige, guys. Check it out, all right? And another thing I'd like to say is that when I tone or glaze the hair, I always use demi-permanent color. All right? And the reason why I use demi-permanent color is because it doesn't disturb the base. With mydentity demi-permanent color, you get to mix it 1:2 or 1:1 ratio. 1:2 has a pH of 6.1 to 6.4, which is very acidic for a demi-permanent color. It seals the cuticle after you lighten it, right? And then deposits the color without lifting the base. When you mix it 1:1 ratio, it has a pH of 6.6 to 6.9. So it's slightly higher. You have more opacity and pigment, but it's still under the pH of 7, right? So you don't break the base, okay? So let's talk about our next natural color here. Okay, this is the IG series, not for Instagram, but ice gold. All right, so my model here is a virgin, okay? She's a virgin. We love virgins, right? Her hair is very, very fine. Very fine. So I told her that if we highlight her hair and blonde it up a little bit, it's going to increase the volume, right? It's going to make it appear fuller, and she loves it. Let's show her before. As you can see here, her hair is very, very fine. We use Magnum 8, and then we glaze it through with 9 IG, with 6 IG on the routage, right? Just create that shadow to blend any stripe that you see, and then 9 IG through the mid shaft, and any parts on the ends, I add clear. Crystal clear. And the reason why I use crystal clear is you always want those ends to be slightly brighter around the face and slightly brighter through the ends, right? Because it draws attention. It's almost like when you're doing makeup, you're contouring and highlighting, right? When you highlight, it expands, right? And when you have darkness, it compresses. So that's what I want to do. I want to frame her face, draw attention to her length to give her that expansion. And this is the Ice Gold series. So if you guys have not tried the Ice Gold series, I encourage you to do it because we're more than just rose gold and dusty lavender. The natural series are beautiful. Don't you guys agree? Yeah? Give me your hand, Bane. Yes. All right. So, all right, let's come over here. Hello, darling. Yes. So we utilize our rose gold series, okay? She has so much hair. Wait until you see the picture I post of her hair on Instagram. It's insane. It's like we made it so big. It's crazy. Let's take a look at her before picture. All right. Well, she's already blonde, but in the picture, it looks a little bit brighter because we had her under the ring light. You guys know lighting is everything, right? How many of you guys own a ring light? You know, it's a struggle taking pictures, I swear. And then I try to take her outside, and the humidity here. Forget it. I was like, ooh, let's go outside, take a picture. And all of a sudden, flyaways, her hair flattened. And then all of a sudden, my hair stuck to my forehead. I was like, okay, let's go back inside. It was a struggle. Wasn't it a struggle? It was a struggle. We couldn't take pictures anywhere. Anyway, so we lifted her hair up. Do we have an in-between shot? Okay, so we lifted her hair up here with Magnum 8. I left a little bit of her natural routage. Okay, she has a little bit of a natural gingery tone. So the reason why I chose the formula I chose through here is the 7RG has a little bit of a violet tone to it to neutralize that copper that naturally occurs at a level 7 and 8. And that's why if you guys tried 7RG, some of you guys may have seen it look a little bit more violet when you put it on hair that's been pre-lightened to a level 10. Have you guys had that experience? Raise your hand. That's why it's calibrated to deposit the right amount of pigment for that color at that level, which has the remaining contribution to support the 7RG. And that's why when you look at her routage, it looks like the perfect like rose brown. 7RG looks beautiful on hair that is around 7 and 8. That's how you get that rose brown color. Do you guys like that? And then through her ends here, we did 9RG, and then we did 9RG with clear. Can we like zoom down on her tips? Tips, not tits. Not her titties. Okay, maybe my titties. I don't know. All right. Do you guys like my shirt? Can you see through it? All right, where do I go? Where do I go? Oh, right here. There's a hero. All right, guys, take a look at this color. Isn't it insane? Okay, so we just launched our Superpower collection, all right? It's our direct dye series. We also previously had the vibrant pastels. After I lifted up her hair, let's look at her chart, her before picture here. She came in with some major breakage, okay? This happens all the time. Our clients come into us, or models, or whatever, and we're like, you know, she has all these breakage. So I have to be careful where to place the color. Her dream color is to have silver, but I know if I put silver in her hair, if it doesn't look healthy, it'll draw attention to all the breakage. With silver hair, it comes with a stereotype of having breakage. So I was like, you know what? We're not going to do silver. Let's shadow root you down with our charcoal, okay, our direct dye, vibrant pastel charcoal. And then as she turns here, we did lavender lust. I injected a little bit of our Superpower, Purple Raven, just about an inch in. And then Pink Glow, just about a dot of, not Pink Glow, I'm sorry, Pink Diamond. And then a dot of Magenta Magic, just to have a little more potency. And through the ends, I swoosh our Cosmic Coral in. Now, the Cosmic Coral is not yet available here in the US. It's only international, but it will be soon. But what I love about the Cosmic Coral is that it has a lot of iridescence, but you can amplify it by putting a dot of the Crimson Spell. Do you guys like this color? Honestly, guys, every time I do this type of icy color on the ends, everyone always thinks it's fake or Photoshop. I don't know why, because it's almost like it's coveted. It's hard to get. Don't you guys agree? It's all about lifting the hair to a level 10, which I'm going to show you guys how I do it here, okay? So how many of you guys love doing reds? Raise your hand here. I feel like reds always get hated on for some reason. Have you guys noticed that? I think that sometimes you got to embrace it, right? So take a look at our red here. Superpower, all right? I want to show you guys that direct dyes doesn't have to be stereotyped to, punky or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because I have that side of me in me too. But I feel like it can be wearable, right? It can be blended in with balayage and highlights and your clients still want it. Because every time I meet a hair bestie, some hair besties would tell me, oh, my clients don't want pink and green and purple. I was like, you know, you could make it wearable. It doesn't have to be, you know, like, oh, I don't have that type of clientele. For example, you can use mint to neutralize like pink tones. If your client comes in with like pinky hair they're trying to get rid of, you can neutralize it using the direct dye, mint, or Arctic blue. You can neutralize tones with it. Does that make sense? I do that to my hair. Sometimes I'm in the shower. I say, like, why did they get brassy? Oh, I went tanning, and I went swimming, and I did all this mess. So I go, ooh, I'm just going to massage some mint of steel in my hair, and it completely neutralize it, or use the charcoal. That's how you can utilize our direct dye and do so many things with it that your clients will ask for. So take a look at her hair here. So we balayage her first using stroke 7. Do you guys like that name, by the way? Because, you know, when you balayage, you have to stroke, right? So that's why I call it that. And I mix it with our new thick developer, right? That's the name of the new activator, by the way. It's thick because it has a thick consistency. So take a screenshot or picture of this to document it. Thick with 2 C's. Okay? So then I glaze over her with Crimson Spell. So when I turn her head here, I did Crimson Spell with Blue Mystique. That way, it mutes out the brightness of Crimson Spell. I could create like a shadow root with that, with the blue. And I did Crimson Spell by itself. And then I melted in Magenta Magic and blurred the Crimson Spell into it to create this seamless red color that has no demarcations, right? So it looks wearable, but yet bright.